Hi guys, I'm Daisy and I'm the founder of Beach City and you're watching Cosmo Careers. We started Beach City 3.5 years ago. We're based online. We sell ladies' clothing, specializing in swimwear, beachwear, cute day dresses, accessories, and we recently opened our first store. I've always wanted to have my own company. I just didn't know exactly what. So when I came out of university, I had 2 or 3 different jobs, and then I decided now is the time to start my own business. I'd always loved fashion, and I noticed there was a gap in the market in Dubai for affordable and unique ladies' clothing. Entrepreneurial, yes. Fashion, no. I studied business and I did a double major in finance and marketing because at the time I still didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just wanted to learn as much as possible. I think what a lot of people don't talk about is that being an entrepreneur can be quite lonely. For the first 2 years, it was just me, alone every day, making all the decisions, and also that it can take a lot longer than you think to get started. So if you have a job, but I would definitely say stick with it until you can kind of replace your salary and a little bit more, because it definitely does take longer, and you'll be on your own all the time as well. I would tell my 16-year-old self that you should just focus on the things that you're passionate about and that you truly believe in. I felt like there was quite a lot of pressure on me. I was quite academic in school, so I always thought that I had to go down that kind of route and the more traditional route. So I would say just, you can go down your own path, stick with what you love. Number 1 would be to set yourself goals. When you're first starting out, you need to decide where you want to go. Where do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? Whether that be in a year, in 5 years' time. And then you need to then break that down into a plan. If you want to be somewhere in a year's time, how are you going to get there? You need to set yourself a monthly plan, a weekly plan, and a daily plan. So when you're waking up in the morning, you know what you need to work on in order to achieve your goal. Secondly, it would be consistency. In the beginning, you have no followers, no customers. You kind of have to pretend that they're there and be consistent with it. You don't see the results, you don't see the sales, but you need to daily be working on it as if you were. And I always say, McDonald's, for example, everybody in the world knows who they are, yet they still advertise. So it's the same goes for when you're successful. Maybe everybody knows about you and you think, oh, I don't need to do anymore, don't need to do marketing, but you do. You need to every single day be working on it and be consistent. The third thing would be that you can learn everything as you go and you need to be resourceful. When you're an entrepreneur, you do everything. I started the website, I did the marketing, I edit the photos, and people will say, who did you get to make your website? Who do you get to do your marketing? But you have to do that all on your own. You can learn from YouTube, Google. You just need to be resourceful and just start with what you've got. I think people give mentors such a big meaning. It doesn't have to be the most successful person you know. It can just be even somebody in your family that you really appreciate their advice. As an entrepreneur, you're always making decisions on your own. So sometimes it's just nice to have somebody whose advice you like to take on, to just ask them, am I doing the right thing? Do you think I'm on the right track? I don't want to sound cliche, but I don't believe in failures, only lessons. So I'd say the biggest lesson is that you need to trust your gut instinct and go with what you believe. Last year, our customers were getting quite frustrated because when we launched things, our things were selling out so quickly and they weren't able to get their hands on it. So I thought they were saying, you need to buy more, you need to buy more. So towards the end of the summer, we bought a lot more quantities of each style, and they weren't actually the best-selling styles. So we were stuck with a lot of stock. And obviously in this kind of business, cash is king. So the clothes were selling quite slowly, but people still wanted new styles. But obviously we were having cash flow issues. Yes, so many times. Especially in the beginning, because you're having to work and you're not getting paid, and you're not seeing results. And almost every day I'm like, what am I doing? I still don't know what I'm doing. But you've kind of just got to go with it. And that's why you need to be passionate about what you're doing, because you're going to be tested. There's going to be so many problems, but you just have to stick at it. I've already achieved some of the goals that I set for myself in the beginning. I've had big influencers and celebrities wearing our stuff, but to be very honest with you, what I find the most successful thing for me is just when customers send a picture of them wearing our stuff, they send a message that they love our stuff, and if I'm out and I see somebody wearing Beach City, I get so excited. I've recently received advice that is only sell things that you love. For clothing, for example, we get samples in, and it has to be something we love. We have a new rule now. Do we like it or do we love it? We have to love it if we want to sell it. I think it would be that running a business is a lot easier than it looks. On the outside, people just see the results. And on social media, it's very easy to just show the highlights, but there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes. And it is true what they say, you're working from the second you wake up till you go to sleep. There's no such thing as a weekend. You know, when it's your own business, your mind's constantly on it. So yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks on the outside. The dream goal for the brand is to expand internationally, start distributing in more countries, and just get people all over the world wearing Beach City. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Cosmo Middle East.